Number 4 on my list is Shadow from Space Channel 5 Part 2. He's basically a secondary character, and he's the ground leader of the Rhythm Rogues. And he appears in 1, 2, 3, 4 reports in that thing. And the reason why I put him number 4 and not higher up, like, let's say number 1 or something, is because technically he's not a villain. Well, he may look like he is, but he isn't. What he actually is a just a hypnotized jaguar made by Purge into Shadow. That's what he actually is. And but he does have some good allies with him. He has somebody called. He introduces Purge. He introduces King Kong and Kang, which are three mech robots that sing. He lures Ulala on the space park onto a conveyor belt that malfunctions. He challenges her. He challenges her to rescue space children and their teacher before they melt. He also teams up with Ponpree and basically challenges Ulala to a waltz battle. He also captures President Peace, captures Space Michael, destroys. He destroys Space Channel 5. His form gets malfunctioned and disappears, and basically challenges Ulala and the others to a band battle, which finally makes him revealed to be Jaguar after a which one of them don't belong battle. Anyway, that's the synopsis of that. So the main reason why I think he's not a bad number 4 is because 1, he's not technically a bad guy. Number 2, his outfit is marvelous. Number 3, he basically has the same voice actor as Jaguar. And he also appears in something called Project XT, where he commands Rhythm Robots, Marolians, Coco Tapioca, King Kong Kang, and all the others, just to basically destroy Ulala in the process. So yeah, that's why number 4 is Shadow from Space Channel 5 Part 2. Number 3 on my top. Number 3 is Chief Blank. Reason why it's Chief Blank and not Glitter or Purge is because he stayed where he was throughout the entire time that the Marolian attack happened. At least Purge and Glitter actually moved around a bit. I mean, Purge had his Purge went everywhere. He had his secret base, he had his TV show, he was on the Space Symphony. Glitter was traveling around in his spaceship. And what did Blank do? He basically just stayed on the entire Channel 5 headquarters for the entire game, which, let's be fair to the guy, he was the chief, and if he had ran off, it looked like it was a bit suspicious, but honestly, he could have made an effort. He could have, once he set the hypnotization beam onto the Marolians, he could have just legged it, found another place to hide, and basically he could have gotten away with it, and Ulala would not have known it was Chief Blank to begin with. Also, I do like the fact that you were playing as the bad guy. You were necessarily the bad guy before the whole thing happened. So, yeah, that's why Chief Blank is at number 3. Number 2 on my list would have to be Glitter. Oh yes, Glitter, the VR game. What do I like about him? I like the fact that he's I like the fact that he's a mysterious and hungry space organism. Liked that he hypnotized the Marolians to make a new variant called Othermons. But there are a few questions I would like to answer. Number 1, where did it come from? Number 2, who created the guy? No, who created the organism? What was his... We obviously know what his purpose was to absorb Groove Moxie, because he was hungry, but why did he do it in the first place? I also like the fact that he kidnapped the Jaguars, Pudding, 88 Man, that Channel 1 reporter, Ulala and the twins. And I also love his new Marolian design that he does. I mean, the white on red, awesome. So yeah, that's why he's at number 2 on my list. Number 1 on my list, for me, it's rather obvious which one I would go for. Purge and all of his forms. Reason why he's at number 1 is because he literally he's 18 for starters. He's in charge of the Rhythm Rogues. He created Shadow by hypnotizing Jaguar to become him. He even, and this is my best bit, he had a plan for absolute everything. I mean, let's think about it. When Ulala was when Ulala beat King Kong and Kang in the first report, Purge was like, the party's just begun, so he moved off somewhere. He's kidnapped President Peace. He kidnapped President Pete, that is just crazy. He lured Channel 5, 42, 188, and Coco and the Mauritians channels to point double X. And then, in the meantime, while the rest of them were, while the rest of the reporters went to purge his thing, he let out an entire amount of rhythm rogues, which obviously meant it was a trap. He's a genius, this guy. He's say he trapped President Peace in Purge the King, and basically, instead of killing him like what he did with Chief Blank by using fuse to destroy the peace carrier, basically he got the beam and blasted it back at Fuse, ultimately killing him. And then he disappeared, making Space Channel 5 explode, kidnapped the satellites, and he is, by no means stretch of the imagination, the only one that managed to get his objective. Nearly get his objective. It was only when Ulala recovered at the last second that he got defeated, but if he didn't, he would have succeeded. And out of all of them, I know I was playing as Ulala in the second game. I was genuinely hoping that Purge would win. I know, I'm just a bit crazy, but Purge, I would have loved to have seen what Purge would have done if Ulala failed. But naturally, considering it's Ulala's job to defeat him, he had to be defeated, so yeah. All those reasons why, that's why Purge is at number 1, because 1, he's a genius, 2, he's 18, and 3, you almost succeeded in his job. What do you guys think? Who do you think is the worst? Who do you think is the best? This is Brookhammer Brook, signing out. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.